We're just two friends who love the movies, call each other every morning.
Do you want to continue what you were saying, Mitch?
What could you possibly have to say to me at this part of the day? You know we're two friends that watch some movies, call each other every morning. And this is the afternoon.
Dude, I just wanted to call you. Can I not call my bud?
Yeah, man, how's it going?
Oh, it's going pretty good, man. Just taking my morning walk.
That's good, dude. Get those
Yeah.
10,000 steps in.
Yeah, I try to. If I can't get it, if I can't get 10, I try to at least get around 7,500.
Yeah,
So,
I'm just getting my morning McDonald's,
oh, what do you usually get?
whatever's free. It's Monopoly season, so they're giving out free food
Oh,
left and right. I
man.
discovered something that maybe is obvious to others, but
Uh-huh.
I saw that it said no purchase necessary, and I thought, what? And so I started reading the terms and conditions, and you can get 10 free codes sent to you every day just by going to their website.
Wow.
And so I'm just getting nonstop free food until this ends in November.
Whoa. You just go to their website, that's it?
That's right. It's like alternative method of entry. So AMOE dot McDonald's.com. You'll have to look it up, but yeah, it's a little pro tip for everybody out there. I don't know
FYI,
when
we are actually sponsored by McDonald's. This
oh
episode
yeah.
is sponsored by McDonald's.
All right, I don't know if we're allowed to say that.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Uh,
So when do you think the Monopoly movie is going to come out?
oh, they are working on that, aren't they?
I think so. I think it's like a Monopoly Go movie. Uh, what was
Well,
it that kicked all that off? It was like some kind of product movie did well, and then there Barbie. Yeah, it was
Barbie.
after Barbie.
Barbie
After
really did
Barbie,
well.
they announced like 10 new product movies, which it's the future of movies that they'll just be giant commercials. In Infinite Jest by David Foster Wallace,
Yeah.
he hypothesizes about what the future of advertisements would be, and he suggested a future where people sponsored a whole year. And so instead of the 2025, it would be called the year of the Whopper, because Burger King bought out the year. But the future of advertisements is actually just movies. It's a win-win-win-win-win.
Well, I I want to say that it was supposed to release in 2026, but 2026 apparently is the biggest movie year in quite a while.
What do you mean
Um,
biggest?
well, first let me look and see here
I gotta
when it
sneeze.
says.
Excuse me.
Okay, so let's look it up. Uh, so they announced it in 2024.
Right.
Let me see. They actually don't have a year. I'm looking on IMDb. So they don't have a year, but
It's a
uh
psyop.
yeah, 2026 is stacked, man. Let me look at the movies that are coming up. 26 movie releases. You got, and this is just a few, man. So you have Scream 7, you have Toy Story 5,
Scream
you have
7. What's it?
Scream 7.
Scream. Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Toy Story 5, The Mandalorian and Grogu, The Odyssey, 28 years later, The Bone Temple, Avengers Doomsday, Masters of the Universe, Mortal Kombat 2, Project Hail Mary, Scary Movie 6, Spider Man Brand New Day, Wuthering Heights, Goat, Hoppers, which is a new Pixar movie, Moana, the live action movie, Supergirl, Ready or Not, Here I Come. That's Ready or Not 2, the sequel. Reminders of The Devil Wears Prada 2, The Mummy, Coyote versus Acme, finally coming out, and
Yeah,
then
right.
you have the Super Mario Galaxy movie, which is the
Okay.
sequel. So
I waited a long time for you to say something I could get excited about.
I mean, it's what I mean is it's a stacked. Dude, you're not excited for a Nolan movie?
You know, it's like the least excited I've been for a while.
Wow,
He
man.
kind of burnt me on his Oscar bait, Oscarheimer movie.
Wow, wait. I thought you liked that movie.
I did, but you know, it's like in terms of what he's capable of, the kind of swings I expect him to make, when he
Yeah.
just kind of knelt at the Academy's altar, I got a little disappointed. It's not
Well,
like he can make a bad movie.
I'll be honest with you. Although I did love Oppenheimer, it wasn't my favorite movie of his. I wouldn't even say it's in my top five. Maybe it is. I don't know. But I'm super excited for the Odyssey. That's easily one of my favorite tells.
It's
And
still hard for me to imagine Matt Damon in that role.
I know, but I don't know. I think when he works with Nolan, he tends to hold back on his like I don't know how to
His
say
Matt
it, but
Damon-ness.
his
He's
Matt
too
Damonness.
he's too he's too modern. He doesn't
I
have
don't
that
know.
timelessness to him. You need somebody that's timeless to play Odysseus.
I don't know, man. I'm super excited for it. I hope it's a 3 hour. I hope it's a 3.5 hour epic. To be
You know
honest,
what they
with
should
an
do
intermission.
for the next phase of Marvel?
What's that?
They should call the first movie Marvel and the second movie Marvel 1. I meant Marvel 2 because that comes after 1.
Oh, Mitch. Oh gosh. Just
Somebody get
anyways,
me a
folks.
pitch meeting, please.
Please, just look. We need to have uh we need we need to have Wesley on the show. That
Hear
way.
me out. Hear me out. So Marvel is a superhero movie, but it is like as blank as possible. Like it's as featureless as possible. You know what I'm saying?
Dear God, look, I'm gonna call in the big guns. I'm gonna call in Wesley and I'm gonna call in Caleb. Um, that way we can like slowly but surely like transition you out
Out
of
of
the
the podcast.
podcast, but we'll
So
still
just get
honor.
less and less screen time until I'm gone.
You're just like on one episode per month
Did
or
you
something.
did you cut all my scenes? Dude, I was reading it was funny. I didn't really know much about the beef between Vin Diesel and Dwayne Johnson, but I got to reading a little bit about it after watching F8 or Fate of the Furious, and it's kind of funny, man. He was just like, I'm an executive producer. I'm just gonna cut cut some of his scenes. Yeah.
Were they being serious or were they just joking? Because it seems like they were kind of joking.
My understanding from what I read, just very cursory reading, is that they seriously had beef with each other,
Wow. Well, it's
and
because
you never see them like share a moment on screen in that movie.
they're both like alpha. They're both alpha guys. So
Right.
and I'm sure Vin Diesel, he's been the alpha from the beginning.
You
And
don't
so
want to share. It's talent big enough for the two of us. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, dude. No, what the reason why I was calling was I wanted to talk to you about uh how accurate ratings are. Okay, so as I watched Relay, right?
Yes, you
Uh,
gave it 4 stars.
4 out of 5. And that movie is rated R for language, right?
Oh, you mean that kind of rating? I thought you meant the star rating.
No, 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 no. Like MPA rating. It's rated R for language, right? Well,
Okay.
that movie, and once again, because I don't want you to cry, I'm not spoiling anything. It does have
Appreciate that.
it does have violent scenes in it. Okay,
I thought
so
you were gonna say there was a Matt Damon cameo in it.
No, no. Dude, I felt like he cameos in almost everything, right?
Just so you know, I'm not just totally a crybaby about Sammy doing spoilers. He has spoiled a Matt Damon cameo for me before, which is something you don't want spoiled for yourself.
Once again, Mitch is being a crybaby. But anyways, look. The movie is rated R for language, right? But it does has have some violent scenes in it.
Uh,
Why do you think it's not included in the movie? And
I'm
then
not sure why they do that, because yeah, sometimes they will list the things down there. What I think is it's like this is what I have no idea why they do that, but maybe it's because this is what sent it over into the next rating up. Like
so do you
like
think?
because for example, violence you could include in a PG-13 rating, but there's certain violence or certain language that would send it into an R.
Yeah,
I'm not sure why they do.
yeah.
They don't always list everything. Sometimes
So
you see like an exhaustive list under the rating, and then sometimes you just see like one thing, even though there's more. That's something interesting to research.
yeah, I'm curious. That had me wondering last night, and it made it like when you're laying in bed and you're thinking about like, okay,
The
what
when you're thinking about the movies.
when you're thinking about the movies and you start like, what other movie have they done that? For example, Match Point. Have you seen Match Point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so once again, not ruining it, right? But the movie is rated R for some
Okay.
sexuality, right?
Is there a lot of there's not very how often does Alan land the rated R rating? Is that typical for him or no?
He tends to land on PG-13.
That's what I thought, but that's interesting.
Yeah, so it's rated R for some sexuality. And here's the thing, dude. That movie isn't even I don't know. I think if it were rated today, it would probably be rated for PG-13 for like strong sexuality. You know what I mean? Or something like
So
that.
so it's not very you're saying it's not very explicit
It
and it's
it it's it has sexual scenes in it, but they're not explicit.
got you.
There's
So
yeah.
yeah, I don't know. And I guess the MPA is evolving. I mean, they're dropping an A, uh, so you say, but so I guess their parameters evolve. I mean, I think anybody that went to see Wolf of Wall Street, seeing the R rating was like, okay, this is a shift here. This is like a new frontier
Well,
of what R will allow because I don't think NC-17 that's not even really a thing. Like you never really see that.
yeah.
That's the next thing up. There used to be an X rating, but I think they replaced that with NC-17. They say Midnight Cowboy was the only X-rated movie to win Best Picture.
Oh wow. I wonder how like do you know offhand when they got rid of that rating?
No, I don't.
So my thing so this is why I was thinking about it was because isn't the rating there, to let it's there for the viewers, right? To let you know, okay, this is what the film consists.
Yeah,
But
heads
isn't
up if
isn't
you
it
don't want to be
lying?
exposed to
Is
this content.
isn't it lying though? For example,
It doesn't seem like it's a very good system right now because what you're saying is true. You do see instances where it doesn't give you a full picture or an accurate picture. Basically, though, you've got things like IMDb does a parent's guide, right? And you've got websites like Plugged In, which I think is a Christian website, which kind of will walk you through
yeah.
what content to expect. Um, so if you're really wanting to know, you're not gonna base it off the. I mean,
Yeah, but
yeah,
what's the whole point then? That's why it's there. It's a
I
post.
think it's a heads up because some people, they're like, I'm never gonna watch a rated R movie. Some people are like that. They're like, that's where I draw the line.
Yeah.
And some people say my kids, that are 12 and under are never gonna watch a PG-13 movie. and they
Yeah.
say like that. So people, I think, still do use it, but I think what you're pointing to is that it's not a very comprehensive system. I mean, maybe there's something that could replace it.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that it that's its only job is to, accurately point out what's in a film, right? Because
Or
for
broadly. Let's just say maybe their point is to do it broadly, not
well,
not
my
with precision.
my thing is this, right? For example, we'll use Relay, right? Let's say someone sees the rating, oh, it's rated R for language. I'm okay with that. But they don't like movies that have violence in them, right? But
They
then
get
they
blindsided.
they get blindsided. And look, here's the thing. Like if it's like a brief moment of like a punch or something like that, I can understand that, right? But
You're
this
saying
movie,
there is some R-rated violence in there.
what I'm not R-rated violence, but there is violence in it.
Yeah, I think at this point, I mean, I don't know. You just sort of have to anecdote. It would be interesting to anecdotally ask around and see how people think about it. When I see if there's, I mean, for me, there are some things that I don't like to watch in movies, that I will try to avoid, and I can usually get a sense from a trailer, like, maybe I better dodge that one. But sometimes I have gone to these more comprehensive guides and seen like, what exactly am I dealing with here? But I never really base it on the rating very often.
Yeah. I mean, my whole thing was the MPA. That's their only job is to try to come as close as possible to let people know, hey, this is what this movie consists of. And if they're not doing it accurately, then why are they even there? You know what I mean? Like, well, or if you know they need to. I don't know if they're short staffed or what. I don't know how that works. That's
It's we're we're probably not painting a very we're not painting a very informed picture of the problem if there is one. I feel like there's some nuance to this that we're not appreciating. But there's probably some. I don't think I think that it's as broken as you think it is, but I think it could probably improve, for the purposes that it is supposed to be for.
can I admit something that I've been doing since I was a little kid regarding ratings?
Okay, just you're on the record, so be
I'm on
careful.
the
Yeah.
I'm on the record. So for movies, you know how some movies are NR, not rated. They don't
Yeah.
go through the MPA.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like to watch those movies, and then I like to create their rating.
Oh, yeah.
That's
That's an interesting hobby.
that's this is something I've been doing since I was younger. But
Yeah. Wow. I can you think of any that you've done that should?
I'd have to go and look at some
You should
movies.
start like a rogue indie MPA, right? You should you should start like a grassroots your own MPA. That would be like a good YouTube channel actually. Like, you create your own rating system and you just say, "Hey, this is like a shorts channel. This is a series of shorts," and you say, "This is rated this." I know they're telling you it's rated R, but it's actually rated this, and it's your own system, and
Okay,
it's better and it's informative.
dude, that is an amazing idea. Whoever's listening, don't steal that idea.
Yeah, whoever's already doing it all over the internet, thank you, IMDb Parents Guide, for not doing Sammy's idea.
Thank you. All right, dude. I gotta go. Talk to you later.
See ya.